already know the intro. Yeah! YouTube! We back with another story time. We're back. And we on Twitch. We back and we on Twitch, chat. We back with another story time. And y'all already know what the story time is, so I don't gotta explain it to y'all, but I do gotta explain it to my Twitch chat, so bear with me. Join the mob. I'm saying, man, you don't follow the Twitch, come follow the Twitch. If you're not subbed to the YouTube, sub to the YouTube. If you ain't comment on this video, comment on this video right now. Comment Christmas. Comment Christmas on the YouTube video. I'm telling y'all a really good story time that actually happened around Christmas. This story time actually happened around Christmas. This is the story time about how I robbed my teacher. Now, I told y'all about this teacher before. And y'all know about my first heist that I hit was on a book fair. The first heist I hit ever, book fair heist. This though, this was a riskier heist than that book fair heist. Let me tell y'all that. Very risky heist that we did. It was not just me. It was for most of it, but it was not just me. It was a lot of people in my class, chat. Y'all, this story time happened when I was in 8th grade. 8th grade, y'all. And I was going to charter school. I told y'all a story time about this teacher before. It was the, I don't even remember what I named that story time. It was a story time about, it was a story time my mom almost put me up for adoption over Khan Academy. That's the teacher I had. That's the same teacher. I will show y'all bro everything. I'm finna show y'all bro face. And I don't think y'all understand how much I don't like this school. I will tell y'all bro name. I'm telling y'all his government because I really don't care. I will show y'all what bro looked like so y'all can visualize the story time. His name was Mr. Edelman. And literally when you look up the school I used to go to, his face is up there. Also after this, he was never our teacher again. See if I can find bro face. Here it is. Here is bro. Here y'all go, chat. This is bro face. I remember Mr. Edelman. I'm saying, here go Mr. Edelman. Here's bro. Bro right here. He's half bald. He might as well just cut the rest off. Y'all, this is important details. If you know, you know. I'm saying, if you know, you know. I kid y'all not, chat. The outfit he has on in this picture was the same outfit he had on when I robbed him. It was the same outfit he had on every other day of the school year. The only thing he would switch was that tie. He has that tie, he has a navy blue tie, and he has a black tie. Or a tan one of them. He got these khaki pants he wear every day. And he got this shirt he put on every day. He wear the same shirt every single day. He wears these clothes every single day, chat. I'm going to tell y'all how we found out because this is the reason. I don't even say this is the reason why we robbed him. It's not. We needed a reason and we made this the reason. Bro. Like I don't, if y'all didn't watch the story time, the one I was talking about him in before, basically, he gave us Khan Academy every day for homework. I kid you not, we could never have a sub and you could say, oh, I didn't know what the homework was, because it was the exact same every day. You have 60 minutes of listening to Salman Khan yap your ear off about a whole bunch of stuff that don't matter, and you sit and cheat on math questions for an hour, and then we go to recess. That was our homework for his class every single day. And then the next day, when you come back to school, Cause you in there for 10 hours. You go inside his class. He put it up on a whiteboard at everybody in your class, and it tell you how many minutes you did. And he passes out lollipops and gives us exit tickets and says a whole bunch of BS for 2 hours. Cause that's what teachers do when we're in middle school. He has a candy stash that he keeps inside of his classroom amongst other things, because you can do stuff like that in charter school. In public school, you can't give kids money. That's against the law or whatever district code they have. You can't give kids food and candy and all the extra stuff that kids love. You can't bribe kids to do work. You can't bribe kids with pizza parties and all of this stuff. The only way you can do that is if it's paid for. You can't give kids stuff for free. And it has to be earned. And it has to be approved by the school. We're not in public school. We're in charter school. You can do what you want. You can do whatever you want, y'all. And that's what he did. By whatever he wanted was wearing the same fit every day. I'm going to tell y'all how we caught him. Y'all, the shirt he had on in the picture was like white. We have exit tickets and morning tickets like that we got. So he give us a question in the morning. We do our morning ticket. He checked Khan Academy. We learn all week for a test we have on Friday. And whoever got the highest class average out of 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, at the end of the week, whatever, or at the end of the month, we got like a little ice cream party situation, whatever. So we was whoever got the highest class test grade average at the end of the month. 6, 7. My fault. That's not funny. Alright. Boom. He walking past giving us our morning tickets. The girl in front of me, her name don't matter. When we get to the part where we gotta name people, we're name people. But the girl in front of me asked her for help. Mind you, we had the math teacher. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how he used to be. Pay attention, chat. Imagine the chair is an entire human being sitting in it, and they just ask for help. Yeah, what do you need help with? This one? Right. So let's get the obvious stuff out the way. And let's do process of elimination. So first thing you're going to do is go ahead and just X out the answer that doesn't make sense. You know, the answer that doesn't make sense obviously is which one? A. Right. A. And now you're left with 3 answers. So it's one of these 3 if that one doesn't make sense. Now, sometimes to get the right answer, you have to do the wrong thing. So, why do you think this answer choice was put here? To mess you up. See, now when you do the whole equation wrong, you're probably gonna get this, and that's why that's there. So let's go ahead and cross that one out. And now the last 2, it's a 50-50 chance you can throw it up heads or tails, and you have a 50% chance of getting it right. And I'm not mad at that. These are 2 really close answers. So 1 plus 1, it could either be 3 or 2. Let's go ahead and do what's the first step that you want to do breaking down this problem? And we're gonna make sure we show our work. And then we can come back to the answer and so bro, not only do his breath smell like coffee and buns every morning, but he got his entire behind tooted in my face while he helping the person in front of me. Like, our desk was kind of like diagonal a little bit. Well, they was in rows, but by the person in front of me, I don't mean the person sitting directly in front of me. I mean the person sitting beside me in front of me. So the person sitting beside the person in front of me. So when he got his butt tooted, it's in my face. I say, bro, Me being a troll I am, because you keep tooting your butt in my face, and he keep getting more and more comfortable. He like a quarterback coach. Just toot it. I take what's the name? I got an expo marker. I don't even remember. I think I got a highlighter in my pencil case, whatever. I draw on his shirt. I hit a little on the shirt. Cool, whatever. I hit that move, and I continue to go on about my day. We get through class. All my friends know about this. They seen me write on bro shirt. It was like they was laughing, but it wasn't laughing loud enough to it's like a hey, what are y'all laughing at? It was a little giggle for like 5 or 6 seconds, and then we went on about class. Bro, sit up. Class is over. We leave out of there. I go throughout the rest of my day. I come in the next day. He got on the same shirt. He turned around doing the exit ticket, morning ticket. He checked con. When he turned around to look at the con stuff, and he be tracking our percentages of questions that we got right and what questions we got wrong. I know he had to have known we was cheating. There's no way everybody in the class got 100% every day, and our class test average isn't 100%. But yeah, he turned around. He looking at the board. I see the same scribble on his shirt. Mind you, this is not a Sharpie. Matter of fact, I don't even think it was a highlight. I think it was a regular expo marker. This is a washable expo marker. So either A, you went home, you took off that shirt, you hung it up. It smelled like sweat and mildew, and you threw it back on with a different tie, same pants, same belt, came in, taught a class full of 8th graders again with the same shirt on. Or you're hand washing your clothes horribly. No washing machine is missing that. Teachers don't make that much money. They was making a little bit more than regular teachers was, but it ain't that much more. It's like Section 8 versus still Section 8 housing, but you're not on Section 8. But everybody around you part of the program. But the apartment approves people part of Section 8, but you didn't move in on Section 8. You moved in still paying regular rent like everybody else, but you still live around all the people on Section 8. It's like, bro, you're not making that much more money than everybody around you. So I know your washing machine has to work. I get it. Hard times, whatever. But come on, bro. You gonna not wash the shirt and come back stinking? And then have the nerve to be tooted in my face? I should have wrote on his pants. You gonna toot up in my face? To me, his face? Never. Never, chat. So, I'm gonna tell y'all that's the reason why he had to get robbed. Because everybody was trolling him about wearing the same shirt every day, chat. I go on about my day. I get to extended day, which is the program after school. Even though we're technically all still in school, the main classes we have ends at 4 o'clock. And from 4 to 6 o'clock, we're doing homework as a class together and recess. So we're in extended day. This is the part of the day that everybody in my class, we doing homework. I'm talking about, I just said I wanted some candy. Mind you, at 4 o'clock, most of the teachers leave. If you're not a teacher that's working overtime, because extended day, I think the teachers get paid overtime for that. I'm not sure. But most of my teachers, except for my homeroom teacher, they was all gone. If you seen a teacher there after 4 o'clock, you had to have just been in so much trouble that they had to talk to your parents at 6, and they stayed 2 extra hours just to talk to your parents. You had to have done something crazy. Even then, that was so rare. It was so rare because they would just call your parents in the classroom. It was very rare that if the teacher stayed after school, they had to have just been meat riding you. It's no if and buts or nothing about it. They were meat riding. So, bro, my teacher left. My math teacher left the school. He's no longer there. Now, these classes are used outside of your regular class. My math class was also the same class that we learned Mandarin in. So if my math teacher was not in there, my Mandarin teacher was in there. My Mandarin teacher does not know English very well at all. I mean, she probably does, but her accent just so thick you can't understand it. Her English is broken. She speaks just enough English to get the point across, but not in. She speaks so little English that you can troll her, and she won't know that you trolling at all. We used to be cooking or trolling. Cahoots used to be crazy. Our usernames used to be crazy. And she can read, but she don't know what some of the words mean to us. Y'all gotta realize, learning English is already hard when you have no idea about the language. Imagine trying to learn English slang on top of that. She don't know what none of that stuff. We're over here putting anything in that chat. It's somebody in our Kahoot game named Meat Muncher 2000. She wouldn't have knew nothing. She has no idea what that means. You just better hope AP don't walk inside the classroom while she teaching. But my point of saying that was to let y'all know that my point of saying that was to let y'all know that the math room was open most of the time that the school hours was going on. If we was in school, that room was open. It was stuff in there I wanted. It was stuff in there I needed. I had my progress report in there. And it was another girl in my class progress report that she needed her progress report. My homeboy needed his progress report. If you can get to the progress reports and mysteriously misplace them, mind y'all, the teachers get a certain amount of copy paper per quarter. If you run out of copy paper, you just won't have none. Nobody's sparing you copy paper because around this time of the year, like I told y'all, it was around Christmas. This is when, like, we're going to get our last progress report because it's a year-round school, so our Christmas break is not the same thing as public school Christmas break. So when we was getting progress reports, other people was getting report cards. Our quarter was ending way quicker than other people's. We was in second quarter already. So we go second quarter progress reports. Our report cards come out a little bit closer to Christmas Day. And once they do, we come back to school, and then the third quarter start, intersession, and then fourth quarter. So we getting our progress report. So in like 3 weeks, we was gonna get our report cards. So that's how I know it was December. Mind you, we don't get out for winter break till like the 16th or something. And then we out for 3 weeks, and then we come back. So this progress report is super important because if we don't get out of school to the 16th and we don't get our report card to the 16th, if I mess up on this progress report, my mom's not getting me anything for Christmas. And even if my report card look good, it's a week before Christmas. It's not enough time for her to get the stuff that I wanted on my list, bouncing back off of me getting the progress report stuff done. And even if I did fix my report card, she was gonna say that's what you were supposed to do. You should have did it the first time. That's why you ain't get nothing. It's Candy in his classroom. It's progress reports in his classroom. One girl in my class said, "You know what, Candy? I know what I'm going in there for. Don't ask me why this is the day. I just know he printed out progress reports because he made somebody in my class go get him out the library when they printed on the printer. All he has to do is think that he misplaced them or another teacher touched them." Like I told y'all, we have a Mandarin teacher that don't really understand English. She's not going to argue with this man if he blames her for it. If I can get to them progress reports, they're all getting shredded. They're all coming with me. and he won't know that they're missing until the next day. By then, they will be gone. My plan, I had a very strict strategic plan because as soon as I leave school, my mom's not the one picking me up from school. They was just gonna get dumped in the garbage. I was gonna walk them to my neighborhood garbage, and they were gonna go in that garbage can. Had it all planned out. Now the candy, I'm glad somebody said something about the candy, because if nobody said anything about the candy, we probably would have got caught for the progress reports. He would have probably just knew and reprinted them. He probably would have knew. The candy going missing was the perfect distraction so we didn't get caught for the progress reports. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm coming up with my plan. Me and the girl, we gonna name her M because her name is like Amelia, Emily, something like that. I don't really remember what her name was. That's why I'm kind of just comfortable just throwing it out there. It was something like that. But yeah, Amelia, Emily, something like that. E-M, whatever. We just gonna call her Emily. Her name was Emily. I'm in extended day talking to her about this situation. And she like, how are you gonna get the candy? I'm not telling nobody nothing about the progress reports. The only people that know something about the progress reports are the people that are gonna go down if they end up getting out. 2 people with bad grades, but this my homeboy and my friend, the girl that want the candy, Emily, and me. Only people that know about it. I know Emily's not going to rat because she's here for the candy. My homeboy not gonna rat because his grades suck. My homegirl not gonna rat because her grades suck. I'm not gonna rat because I'm me. She like, yeah, how we gonna get it? I'm like, I'm gonna go in there. When we're at recess, I'm gonna ask if I can come upstairs. And I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna take it. Take all of it. And when they ask where I went, I'm gonna say I went to my locker. Because the way that this school is set up, it's a camera on the hallway, but the camera stops right before you get to the doors. So where our lockers are at, it's no camera right there. It's a camera that's pointing like in the direction of the hall, so you can see me walk down the hallway. But once I get past that camera, it's no camera behind it to see which direction I'm going in. I just need to make sure I do it quick enough, and I need to make sure there's nobody inside of this hallway but me. Because if anybody sees me go inside the classroom, they're going to ask me what I'm doing. If anybody sees me doing any of this, they're going to ask, why am I doing this? What am I doing over here? So, I can't ask to go to the bathroom because it's a bathroom downstairs right beside the gym. They're going to ask me why I'm going upstairs. So, I need to make sure that whatever I ask to do, it gives me enough time to go in there and get what I need to get done. It gives me a reason to take my book bag upstairs. And it gives me a long enough reason for me to be able to go up there, go to my locker, feel me? Go to my locker, go in there, grab what I need to grab, and come back. So, we gonna name the teacher that I had for extended day Coach M. Or Coach J. We're gonna name him Coach J. I said, yo, Coach J, can I go upstairs to my locker? I need my Chromebook charger. I have an assignment due at the end of the night. I didn't finish my Khan Academy. Whatever. He said, you didn't finish your Khan Academy? You didn't finish your Khan. You were supposed to finish that when we was upstairs. I said, yeah, no, like, I need my my chargers in my locker. He said, alright, well, go get it. Mind you, Coach J not worried about nothing but the boys basketball game. I'm more than 100% sure he used to be betting on the boys basketball game. Whenever the boys played basketball, they was playing 3v3s or playing 21, he would have his money on his nephew. His nephew was in my class. His nephew used to be balling at 21. Breaking every rule. Y'all know in 21, there's no rules. You can go out of bounds. You can shoot from half court. You can travel. You can carry. Nobody's going to stop you. It's not about following the rules. It's about stopping whoever got the ball. That's the point of 21. If you can get 21 points, you deserve to win. He used to be betting on his nephew. He used to be putting little side bets. Yeah, I got my nephew. I'm not going to lie to you. I got my nephew. I got my nephew. And he's going to beat all y'all because he's my nephew. He was still living in his high school glory days. Coach J, we don't forget about people like you. He was a real life high school peaker. And he used to sit in his chair and not move one muscle. He used to sit there with a walkie-talkie in his hand just like this. Matter of fact, I got a fake walkie-talkie. I'm glad I got this. It's a great addition to the story times. He sit right in the chair like this. Tune the walkie-talkie. Turn it all the way down so he can't hear nothing. Turn it up a little bit in case it's emergency. But it's 30 other walkie-talkies and teachers walking down there. He's just the one in charge of us. He sit back in his chair. He sit like this. With his keys in his hand. Just like this with the walkie. Yeah, I'll send him up right now. Which is like, they got a walkie in case somebody get called to go home. Like at like 5 o'clock or like a couple minutes early before we come upstairs. I keep my book bag on me. We're not supposed to have our book bags downstairs. We're supposed to leave them in the hallway. Because when we come up for recess, it's dismissal. So we just sit on the floor till our parents come. Or we're outside doing traffic duty. They used to like, in 8th grade, they give us a little bit more responsibility. They used to have us outside doing traffic duty. Whatever. So I had my book bag. I thought I was going to get questioned about having my book bag. I didn't get questioned about having my book bag. I got my book bag. My book bag's on my back. I'm walking down the hallway as normal as possible. I got my fingers on the wall. Y'all know how the brick walls got the little like spaces in between. I got my fingers going down the wall like this. I'm walking. I get to my locker and I slowly back up into the door and I walk into the door backwards to make I walk right into the door backwards, make sure couldn't nobody see me. Yo, thinking about this was so stupid of me to do. I walked into that door backwards. If somebody was in that classroom, they would have just seen me and I would have been cooked. Mind you, I opened the door so sloppy, chat. Y'all don't even understand. I opened that door so sloppy and backed into it. I walked to that door so sloppy, backed into it and everything. Bro, it was the funniest thing ever, and I'm so glad ain't nobody else see it, because that would have had to go with me to the grave. I walk in there, I go to his desk. Mind you, I'm trying to open the desk. He got a lock on one of his desks. I never knew it was a lock on there. That desk been broke the whole year. He used to be just popping it in and out. And honestly, I think it's a master key, but his key, he only had one key on his keychain, and he had another keychain he used to keep like in his pocket with his like house keys, car keys, and stuff, or whatever was in there. That one key opened and locked his door. And he would only lock his door when it was like lunch. Cause that was the only time he would lock his door from the outside when it was lunch. So nobody would come in his classroom. Or if he would leave or something, or he would have like a substitute or something like that, he would lock like the cabinets in the back of his classroom. Well, that's where he keep all his school supplies. He'll lock that. But I did not know that same key unlocked the drawer, because the keyhole looks so different. It literally like a completely different key. Like, imagine this. Imagine this is one keyhole, and imagine this another keyhole. Obviously, whatever key opens this one isn't supposed to open this one, because these are like two different keyholes. Two different locks. Why the same key that opened this one can open this one too? It was just, I really couldn't believe it. So I'm trying to open that one. That's the one I was like, yeah, he obviously got to keep his stuff in here. I'm trying to open it. It's locked. I go to the next drawer. This is the one with the candy in it. That one slide open easily. It's nothing important in there. I grabbed the entire bag. I said I needed to look so suspicious and so clean that nobody suspects anything. I grab the candy. I stuff it inside of my book bag. Mind you, this is a bag of Chupa Chups. This is a lot. He used to give us lollipops. These not no cheap lollipops either. These are the Chupa Chup lollipops with 80,000 flavors in the bag. I grabbed the lollipops bag. He got a big bag of individual Starbursts. I grab all the pink ones out individually, stuff them in my pocket, get the bag of Starbursts, put it in my book bag. It's the Lifesaver hard candy. I grab it. This is unopened. I didn't even know he had these. Grab it. Book bag. Half done bag of Jolly Ranchers. Grab it. Book bag. He got peppermints for when we take state tests because he can't give us real candy. But peppermints kind of like, I guess it give you a little sugar rush, stimulate your brain, whatever. I take 3 of them. Book bag. Robbing that poor man. Nah, because y'all finna figure out. I got the candy. Now, mind you, I said, bro, I'm leaving here with something. She's only gonna know about the lollipops. Nobody really knows about the Starburst, the Jolly Ranchers, none of the rest of the stuff. I was gonna give her all this little star. Yeah, you can't have the lollipops. Whatever. As long as you don't rat. But that's not what I came here for, chat. I came here for the progress report. My mom cannot see this progress report. I did this on a Thursday. Progress report drop on Friday. If this makes it to tomorrow, I'm cooked. Because they're going to put out an email. He's going to put out a Google Classroom note that says, yep, gave everybody progress reports today. And my mom's going to see that Google Classroom note. So I can't hide my progress report after I get it. I can't say, I lost it. He didn't give it to me. This happened. No. Once he puts out that message that says, I gave out progress reports, because he does it immediately after. And my mom sees it because she has them notifications on. My mom had an Android. It made a loud notification. Two apps she had, well, not two, 3 apps she had with her notifications on. Power School Parent. I hate Power School. Power School, she had the notifications on, ready. Yep, Power School on. That's the software they use to put our grades in. Anytime I get a grade updated from any class, she get a notification. Google Classroom. Anytime an assignment get posted, anytime I have an assignment missing, anytime this is an assignment unsubmitted, she sees the notification. Any message I get from my teacher, she sees it. My mom can see my assignment after I do it. Number 3, Class Dojo. I don't know why in 8th grade we were still using Class Dojo. In 8th grade we were still using Class Dojo. Every time I get a point deducted, they had the little big round circle thing of the week. It was a pie chart that tell you how many points you got for being good and how many points you got for doing anything off task. My teacher used to cook me with the talking out of turn, blurting out answers, talking out of turn, or being off task, talking out of turn, disrupting class. He used to hit me with triple points. Oh, talking back to teacher? If you don't do your Khan Academy, you lose 2 points. -5 points, you don't do this. Mind you, you start off with 10 at the beginning of the year. My points was getting cooked. I was in class one day. He asked me a question, and the way I responded was with the attitude instead of just answering the question. -1 point. I finished my work. I got on my Chromebook, and I was watching cooking videos on YouTube because it was the only thing that wasn't restricted. Being off task, -1 point. I turn around and ask my friend for a pencil because I don't have one. She yell out loud, "Where's my mechanical pencil at? Hold on." Hands me her mechanical pencil. I say thank you. Talking. You ask a rhetorical question to me? Didn't I tell you that we do 60 minutes of Khan Academy a day? Yes. I already know that. Oh, somebody's talking out of turn. -1 point. But and they give you the pie chart at the end of the week. You got to get it signed, bring it back to school, all this extra stuff. Like, bro, if school's about learning, Why are we making it everything but learning? If it's about learning, let it be about learning. If it's about behavior, let it be about behavior. But pick one. It can't be about learning and behavior. Every time I lost points, I'm telling everybody no, because the point of the reason why we had the points is we had an Eagle Buck store. Like, our school mascot was an eagle. Go Birds. Our school mascot was an eagle. And like at the end of every quarter, they let you go downstairs in the library and they have a whole store, basically like the book fair setup. But you got all this stuff. Like, you got this thing called swag day passes, where like I went to a school where we had to wear a uniform. You get a swag day pass, you get to come in and not have your uniform. You can wear whatever outfit you want to wear. I was trying to get a swag day pass. And I used to be doing this. I used to go in there. They used to have slime. Mind you, I was a slime head in middle school. Anything with slime, I wanted. Stress balls, tough pencils. They had the curly pencils that you just have no idea how they writing, but they are. The little curly pencils like a straw, candy, all this stuff in there. And your Eagle Bucks would be your class dojo points from every class. So if I got 28 in one class, I got 40 something in this class, 10 in this class, and -3 in this class. I go down there, whatever, 100 some points, it gets you a swag day pass. So I was pissed about the points because he's messing up the only thing I have to look forward to after Christmas. Once Christmas is over, there's nothing else for a kid to look forward to during the year. You don't get any more breaks. The only break you get after Christmas break until spring break is Martin Luther King Day. So from January to April, you have 0 breaks. And with my school, since it's year round, when we go on spring break, that's our intersession. So instead of 1 week spring break, it's 3 weeks for spring break. We come back and it's 4th quarter of school. The only thing you have to look forward to, mind you, intersession wasn't even nothing to look forward to as a kid either. Intersession just meant remote school. We really got no breaks. Intersession, bro, I kid y'all not. We was doing COVID before COVID. We was doing virtual learning before virtual learning. Intersession, we out of school for 3 weeks. You have a project that's worth 30% of your grade to do while we gone. And it's still remote learning. Oh, just to keep y'all brain sharp, I put an assignment on Google Classroom. My mom gets notification. I'm on the game. Do that work. Get that work done. Bro, I was cool. I was so cool. So having that progress support was very important. Because if my mom seen it and she seen what my grade was in that class, I'm not getting anything for Christmas. I was never an A-B student. Ever in life. I've never been on A-B honor roll in my life. I've been an AIG before. I done had IEPs before. I kid you not, I was the most up and down kid in school. Like, it was really a year-to-year thing. Some years was good and some years just wasn't. I was in AIG, elementary school, and soon as elementary school ended, I went straight to an IEP. How that makes sense? I was an extremely gifted children's group where they take you out of your class and y'all do stuff that's 10 times higher than your grade level for no reason. You're not even getting a grade for it. They just put y'all in there just because. And I went from that to a year, to a horrible year, to a yo what's going on year, and they had me with an IEP by the time I was in middle school. I knew I was cooked. I said, bro, am I that bad at school? One of my teachers asked me if everything was okay at home. I said, yo, what are you implying? Cause I'm not slow. Like, a lot of people think because you got an IEP, you're slow. I'm not slow. I have intellect. I'm very intelligent. Very good intellect. We can have an intellectual conversation about anything. I will put some good points in there. You put some good points in there. We can have an intellectual, intelligent conversation. I'm very good at doing that. I have my slow moments though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a human being. We all have slow moments. I might have them a little bit more than others. My slow moments might be slower than others, but best believe when it's time to lock in and really be smart at something intelligence wise, I can do it. You're never gonna just cook me out of an entire opportunity off of like, bro. I'm not, my slow moment's not back to back to back to back to back to back to back. It's more like an intelligent. Oh, that was a really slow moment though. Like, lock in. Intelligent, intelligent, intelligent. Great intellectual conversation. Back to being slow. And I'm just human. And we gonna deal with it, and we gonna continue pushing through life like that. That's just gonna be life. My grade in that class was bad. I opened the desk. The desk with the candy in it is in there. I said I knew I was running out of time. I said it's only a matter of time for bro say, what's going on? Or a teacher comes out. Cause I'm hearing like footsteps around the area. Like, but our hallway is so narrow, you don't know what direction the footsteps are coming from. And it's a corridor that's kind of shaped like a hexagon. It's like a hexagon, and all the classrooms is like around each other. Like, it's like shaped like this. And it's a classroom here, a classroom here, it's a classroom over here, a classroom over here. And then it's a long hallway going down, and then stairs. The gym's downstairs, so I gotta go down the stairs, go through the cafeteria, go in the gym. So the footsteps could be coming from the stairs. The footsteps could be coming from all the way at the end of the hallway where nobody can see me. The footsteps could be coming from anywhere. I don't know. So I'm like, yeah, I'm running out of time. I need to hurry up and get what I'm getting. At this point, I'm pretty much giving up on trying to find the progress reports. And then I look up because I was kind of like bent over. Pause. I was bent down getting the candy off the drawer. I look up and I see North Carolina states this and this, a random address that I don't know. I look at it. It's the first girl on the roster of my class's progress report, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We found it. It was on the desk under some papers, flipped over. I said, her grade must be horrible. I slide them. I know how many people in my class. It's 24 people in my class. It's always been 24 people in my class. I made the 24th person. After me, not one new person, not one new student from 7th grade to 8th grade. I was the last new person to join the class. So nobody new came after that. I was a 24th student. I know how many people got in the class. I know how thick 24 papers is. And even if I didn't, I was finna look. I lift the papers up. I see the last person in my class. I just grab everything. Every single one of them. I grab them. I stuff them in my book bag. I put the candy over it. Worst case scenario, they catch me with the candy. Cool. I'm gonna get suspended for having the candy. My Christmas is gonna be cooked for having the candy. But them progress reports ain't coming back. I got them, right? I look outside the door. It's a teacher standing out there. I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I probably got a good 2 minutes before my teacher tried to figure out where I'm at. She's walking. She take a long walk around the whole hallway. She take a walk down the other side of the hallway because it was like an L-shaped hallway, and then a little, like, imagine an L, like boom, it's a L, and like at the bottom of the L, It's one of these. This is where the classroom is. She walked down the hallway, and there's a staircase to go downstairs down there too. But that one take you to the like parking lot. She walked down there. She go to like the staircase. She start walking down the staircase. I said, okay, I'm cool. That's gonna be kind of weird if she's like wondering like, yo, why I ain't see you at the locker? But this wasn't like a teacher that I see every day. I think she was like an elementary school teacher, but she was a highly respected one at that. She was the elementary school teacher that's been here since all the kids in my class was in kindergarten. So like everybody in the school knew her. She walked down the staircase. I got the papers. I got the candy, bro. I start walking. Mind you, my book bag looks so heavy on my back, it's kind of slowing, like sitting down. So I take it off my back and I got it in my hand. Right? Like I told y'all, our book bag's supposed to be in the hallway. I put my book bag in the hallway. I walk back downstairs. Nobody asked me nothing about that book bag. The girl, Emily, she like, where's the candy? I said, it's in my book bag. It's upstairs. I'm going to give it to you when we get upstairs. Recess end. Everybody put their stuff up. Everybody put the stuff that was on the floor in the gym up. All the basketballs, everything. Everybody put all that stuff up. I'm walking back upstairs to sit in the hallway. I tell the girl, give me your book bag. I grabbed a handful of every, like, it was a lot of candy that just spilled in my book bag, so I just grabbed a handful of it and threw it in her book bag as quick as I possibly could. Nobody seen me. Yes. Now the stack of papers, bro, my homeboy and my homegirl was across from me. When I say nobody seen me, I mean nobody that didn't know about the situation. We sit on the floor. They're like, did you get him? I'm like, yes, I got him. I'm putting him in the garbage when I get home. They're like, all right, bet. But I want to know what I got. Like, I know my grade bag, but what I get. I'm like, bro, I don't know whether to open the bag. I close the bag. I just put it behind my back. I'm like, bro, I can't open the bag. It's too many people around. I go home. My mom did not pick me up. I think my sister did. I go home. My mom tell me take out the trash. Great opportunity. Mind you, once I'm home, we in a free zone. We in a clear zone. I get all the paper. Some candy wrappers, candy stuff. It's Jolly Ranchers stuck to the paper. I throw it all in the garbage. The whole stack. I get a bottle of water. I pour some water over it. I close the garbage bag. I take out the garbage. It's pitch black dark outside. I never been so happy to take out some garbage in my life, chat. I throw it away. Chat, I go to school the next day. Right? Mind you, math is not my first class. My homeroom class is first. Then I got science. Then I got social studies. Then I got math. I got math right before lunch. I got math right before lunch, chat. Like I told y'all, teachers only get a certain amount of papers to print with throughout the school year. I kind of thought it was like credits. Like you can't drag the credits from there to here. They're not gonna re-up on anything that you missed out. Like, obviously wrong. I get this class. He sits down at his desk and says, there's a few things missing from my desk. The candy missing. It's $10. I don't really care about it. You guys progress reports? I don't remember. If I put them right here, I'm pretty sure I did. But it's very clear that somebody took it. Somebody took it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna message you guys your final grades on Google Classroom. I said, bro, no. Mind y'all, like I told y'all, my mom get every notification from Google Classroom, a message, anything. That also includes if you message a student. I'm so glad that in situations where I need to think, I can. I'm not slow. Now, him sending us the grades on Google Classroom meant one of two things. Number one, he was going to be sitting on there and my mom was going to get the notification. Number two, if he sends us on Google Classroom, he's not making a community post saying, yeah, y'all got progress reports. It's going to be, hey, y'all didn't get progress reports. No, he put as the Google Classroom note, no physical progress reports. That's not going to stop my mom from seeing my current grade in the class through his message. I said, I don't know what we got to do. We got to find a way to fix this. Thankfully, we all have computers, and most of the class were on a computer. I told my friend beside me, I said, we're finna have a whole conversation about nothing. Type random numbers. Just say, your final grade is this. Your final thing is this. This is final, is this. This is final, is this. I said, we're gonna count 100 messages. Because I know after a certain amount of notifications, it's gonna just say 99 plus. And my mom's gonna stop scrolling and accidentally delete it. My mom gonna ask me, what is this? And I'm gonna press clear all notifications. And I'm gonna be okay. And guess what we did, chat? I had my friend right behind me message me a whole bunch of messages about nothing. And it covered up my teacher's message of my final grade, which was a 62 at the time. And we did it, chat. We made it out, chat. We had a great Christmas that year. What's this was 2018? I got 2K19 for Christmas. I think I got 2K19 just late. I got 2K19 for Christmas. I made my stretch. It was a great year. Great year, chat. And we made it out. I never got caught. The candy, I ain't gonna lie, that candy was cooked. I put that candy, my mom had like my bucket of Halloween candy because I didn't eat all of it. Mind you, it's December, so this is like 4-month-old candy. I take all the candy out of my book bag and dump it on top of the Halloween candy. And I was eating off that candy for the rest of the year. I got Jolly Rancher. It was candy everywhere. I remember, chat, bro, it was just candy everywhere. I had candy in my room. I had ants in my book bag from having candy in my book bag. But like, this was the last year of me being not very mature as a kid. Like, I was still kid me. Like, I ain't gonna lie. From like 12 to like, I was 13 at this time. So it's like, bro, I'm still doing kid stuff. It's not to the extent of like, oh, you're slow. Stop doing that. That's so childish. It's like, bro, this is something a 13-year-old would do. It's just not something I would do now. It's childish to me now because I'm 20. But 13-year-old me, that's not childish. It's something a 13-year-old would do. W story time. L Mr. Edelman for doing all the extra theatrics to try to get my grades to my mom. Yeah. If you made it to the end of this video, type Jolly Rancher in chat. Make sure you interact with everything under this video. If there's a button under this video, you better click it. Turn the notifications on so you can see every time I post a video. Like this video, sub up, comment, share, and all that. And if you don't, I'm gonna come tickle your toes while you sleep at night. I'm not playing. We out.